Here I am going, riding my bicycle through some farm fields. I slept in all morning and I didn't accomplish anything that I set out to do. So I decided a good farmland bicycle retreat, mental reset period of time would be the thing for me. Just looking at the colors and sights and sounds and enjoying taking in the beauty of it all on this exciting day of absolutely doing nothing. Enjoying the colors and sights and sounds, the beauties. I actually wasted most of my day and I don't have plans for the rest of the day. I think that we get this in our heads, this idea that by moving abroad, by moving to a different country, you will immediately have an adventurous, amazing, Instagram-worthy life. I'm here to tell you that it just doesn't really work like that. I'm 21 here, living in Germany, and I can tell you that you only find as much adventure as you're looking for. If you're not actively seeking a deep, purposeful, fulfilling life, it's not going to magically happen. So, with that being said, if where you're living now, you're not constantly seeking new experiences or learning or trying new things, this kind of stuff, yeah, that it's not going to magically happen for you if you study abroad. I've had a beautiful wealth of experiences studying abroad, but here's the reality of it. Here's how a lot of days look. Going and sitting on a vegetable crate next to a field, pondering existence, pondering my past lovers, pondering my future ones, pondering what kind of job I will get. When you're 21, yeah, you're pondering a lot about the future, and that's pretty much how I'm spending a lot of days. Even though the girls on Instagram and TikTok will make you think that studying abroad is some picturesque movie scene type experience, it's not always like that. Some days you're just sitting in the fields. So I was at a party last night, and these parties happen in my apartment building. I just watched this girl walk by, and she just threw a cigarette on the ground. And why is that socially acceptable, right? Why is it socially acceptable to throw cigarettes on the ground? Like, we have trash systems to collect trash and to dispose of it. And so at the party, I walked up the stairs, and there was a group of people talking. There's probably 100 people at this party, and it's maybe 4 or 5 people, and I just hear this guy. I come up behind him and I just hear him go, "Fuck Americans, fuck Americans." He maybe said it once, and I don't think he said it twice. But I was just standing there like, oh wow, okay. And living abroad, you hear definitely strong opinions against the USA and against the politics in the USA, and you kind of deal with this, and you get used to feeling this general feeling that people don't like the USA, or that they don't support the USA, or whatever. They have negative feelings towards the USA, and you get used to feeling this and having conversations about it, and it's always a topic of conversation. And anyways, I think the rest of the people he was talking to noticed me and maybe knew me. I don't remember who they were, and maybe knew I was American, and they were kind of all like, oh, like we just got caught with our hands we just got caught red-handed. I think as before he said it, they must have been talking about the USA, because somebody was like, "Is there any Americans here?" Fuck Americans. And I was just like, "Bro, where are you from?" I like tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Where are you from, bro? Where are you from?" And I wasn't trying to instigate anything, but in my brain I'm always trying to figure out why people have this feeling of fuck this one group of people, fuck this whole country's people. I understand it if you don't agree with the country's politics, but it's so immature and so ignorant to say this one group of people from this whole country, I don't like them. It's so much more complicated than that, than to just throw all one people in the same pot. This kind of happens sometimes if you're out at parties and people get drunk and they start saying, maybe they start losing their filter and saying the real things on their mind. I had some girl ask me, she's like, do you even know where Switzerland is? I'm like, honey, we're right next to Switzerland, we're in Germany. Can you please not insult my intelligence like that? They always think that Americans are really bad at geography. And this happens because they saw a couple TikToks or one time of somebody asking somebody on the street where Georgia, the country, is or whatever. And they're like, oh, Georgia, that's like by Florida. That's like in the Atlantic coast. And it's so sad because then people will think that one person or any, like a viral video they saw online, and they'll use it, and in their brain, it's easier in your brain to be like, okay, this is how these people are. It's easier in your brain to draw these connections, but it's not healthy and it's not accurate. And you could make this kind of video anywhere in the world. You could go anywhere in the world and make this same video where you walk up to people on the streets and say, name me 5 countries that start with C, whatever, and they wouldn't be able to do it. You could make this anywhere. So my point is that it's unfortunate that people take these snippets of information that they see on the internet and use it to generalize an entire country's people. It's definitely not calculated, and it's definitely not an intelligent way to think about the world. Everybody makes jokes against everybody's countries, and this is something you don't experience this if you just stay in the US. You don't experience French people making fun of Italians, or vice versa, or British people and French people talking about the past as if they were there, talking about their country's colonization strategies as if they were there, part of it. It's crazy, but I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at the sunrise and go swim in the lake because I feel like doing it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know how it happened, but my camera's dead, so I'm filming with this smaller camera. Yeah, if you're not watching this because of the quality, then this is not the channel for you, my friend. I'm not excited to go back to the US. I'm also not terrified. Kind of somewhere in between, because making the move out here was such a big jump. Perfect color me, extreme ways that help me out late at night, extreme places I had gone, but never seen any light, dirty basement. Yeah, I guess that I'm the only one out here by the water. Looks like I'm the only one. Went for a swim this morning. It took so long, not so long, it just took time for me to get comfortable out here and to really enjoy it out here, that it feels like to go back home, it feels like I have to give it all up again. It feels like I built something out here and then that I have to give it all up, so. Oh my gosh, there's so many bugs out on the water. Björnsteiger Stiftung. I'm freaking cold just sitting here looking at the water. I gotta go in. We gotta wait till the sun comes a little higher and then I'll go in. There's a lot of different bird species on this lake, and they're all protected under environmental laws. I couldn't tell you the names of these birds. You got swans, ducks. There's this little one that looks like a chicken. It's black. It's kind of related to a chicken. I learned the name for these birds in German, and then I just forgot, because if you don't use it, you will lose it. Seagulls we have. Yeah, I'm procrastinating so hard now. I just don't want to get in the water, dude. I know it's gonna be really uncomfortable, but I know it's gonna feel really good afterwards. It's like that saying, you know, it's like jumping in cold water. Oh, a beaver. Oh, wow. They love the beaver. They're gonna be so happy I saw a beaver. Like I was saying, it's like jumping in cold water. At first it's not fun, but then you feel really good. And that's kind of what jumping in cold water is like. It's like jumping in cold water. Gosh, can I just get in? It is not warm. I wouldn't call it cold either, but I really would not call it warm. Oh my God, that was 100% the right choice, guys. I mean, holy moly. I was really unsure about it at first. Like, oh, I don't want to go jump in cold water. I don't want to go jump in the water right now. But I'm living here at this lake. I gotta enjoy it, man. 100% the right choice. I think when you're a young adult, you're figuring out a path to follow for life, right? And you don't really know what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, what's the proper path, what's not. That felt like a very right decision. And so I'm starting to think that if you do what makes you feel good, if you do what makes you feel alive, you're gonna be on the right path. Waking up at 5:30 to jump in the river section of the lake, 100% the right choice, 100% made me feel alive. I don't know, maybe I'll do it for a week straight sometime.